Hello, everybody. So I am Jared Beaumiles, and I'm going to be making a video about drawing an apple. And I just figured I would draw something that's just like really simple, just like not something that's not too complicated. And the tools I'm going to be using today are, well, going to be, of course, a pencil, and then some colored pencils, especially the green colored pencils. So now you don't probably need a whole lot of like expensive equipment to do this. You just, if you have crayons, that could totally work as well. And, you don't have to use an apple. If you have, any fruits or anything like that, like oranges or any kind of fruit you want to do, you can totally do that as well. I mean, I'm going to be doing apple because green apples, what's more simpler than a green apple, or what's more vulnerable than a peach? Sorry, I just made a elf reference. Oop, my stem fell off. So anyway, I'm going to be placing my green apple right around the side, and my goal is basically to just pretty much just like that's my reference point. I'm just going to be drawing the apple as closely as possible and staying true to it as much as possible. So I'll go as slowly as I possibly can. This is very new to me, doing videos and like teaching everybody how to do stuff. And, I'm going to be thinking about more different ideas of what to do. And if you guys have any suggestions of what I should draw, I'm totally down for ideas. All right, so let's get started. I mean, right now, I think I'm just making a shape. The thing about drawing is that everything just has shapes. There's not like everybody, when you look at the human body specifically, I mean, it's literally a shape. I mean, there's no like, everybody has ovals, circles, squares. People are shaped differently. And everybody has different shapes on them. So when I'm looking at this apple, I mean, I'm definitively seeing a circle. And probably other people have realistic kind of methods for it, and sure, you can do that, but the cartoony kind of apple style that I think we're going to go for today there's nothing wrong with that. I personally like that. So I mean, right now I'm drawing the apple from my perspective. I mean, it's kind of right, on the side of my desk right now. So right now I'm just kind of like, I think I made a mistake a little bit because it's not like totally circle. So I'm just like, kind of, it's like little at the bottom, and just kind of rises to the top. So I'm just kind of making these little small changes that I'm going to erase. Let's see, there we go. I'm going to erase it. Erase it. Do. All right, so now I'm going to draw the top part, where it's kind of in the middle, that stem. And if your apple's not totally perfect like mine, don't worry about it. Never compare your art to other people's. Everybody is so completely different. That's what makes art so amazing. One person's masterpiece is another person's, poo-poo or whatever. Sorry. That terrible joke. All right. Making the stem. I remember right now I'm kind of like darkening everything to like, I'm like making these like lines to make it look like it's kind of, it's like descending down into the stem. I hope my video quality is good too. I'm using an iPhone 6 to do this. I think it's a 6. I'm not sure. I will say though, talking and doing this at the same time is very fun. Kind of helps me concentrate a little bit too. Sorry. Don't mean to make noises about that. And I hope everyone is staying safe. Hope everyone's washing their hands. Hope everyone is staying home. Not going near people. Not that people are terrible, but like, you know, you need to stay 6 feet away from people. All right, so right now, I'm sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. Right now, I'm just kind of shading it in. I mean, I'm looking at right now, the light is kind of mostly moving forward, like coming through here. So I think if I like darken the back, and I think it's the light coming from this iPhone that's like also kind of making that shadiness. But yeah. We're going to do, and I'm planning on doing other kinds of things too, like if I can do a donut, I'll do a donut, because who doesn't like donuts? No, who doesn't like pancakes? Pancakes are the best. All right. Alrighty now. All right. I really want to do peach because, you know, what is more vulnerable than a peach? I made a stupid elf reference. All right. All right. I think I'm good with the shading. Well, I think I am. All right. So now I'm going to go with my crayon, my color pencils, not my crayon. Sorry. So I think right now is I'm gonna start with a light green, and then I'll start with my darker greens to kind of just like, you know, go over them, you know. So I think that's the plan for me as well. So let's get started. And honestly, I'm going to say this right now. It's probably not going to look totally green, you know. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to erase this because I don't think I need that shading. I think right now is that I just need the shading from the thing. From the color pencils. Sorry. One of my color pencils dropped on the floor. All right, here we go. And here's what I'm going to remember, that I'm not going to draw the whole thing green. I'm going to leave like these, like, from what I'm seeing, like there's a spot on here on my apple that's like just really shiny, and especially a spot right up here. So I'm not going to color in those areas. I want to like make them, I want to give that apple that shiny kind of apple feeling. I'm giving my apple kind of a, it's not totally true to the green on my apple, but you know what? I kind of like it. I kind of like this kind of greenish blue I'm giving this apple. It's kind of cool, actually. And you know what else? I'm not actually going to color in, like I'm like, you guys can probably tell I'm improvising. Because, like, I feel like if I don't color in, like, the top area, just kind of leave that shiny too, it will look better. So, yeah, I'm improvising a lot. I might make this a little bit more difficult than it should be, but I'll get better at this. This process of, you know, I like drawing, but I never video myself drawing and post it anywhere. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not that confident yet. So I'll get better at this. Have more concrete plans on what to do and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, I'm totally, if there's a way you guys can like send suggestions on like what I should draw next, I'm totally, I will take those suggestions and do them as much as I can. Try and figure something out about that. I mean, we're going to get to the other greens. And here's what you can do. You can just really, like, press hard on these areas, you know? Yeah. There we go. Yeah, like how hard you press can really like change your color palette as well. So yeah, so we're just kind of coloring in right now. And if your apple doesn't look like mine, don't give up. It doesn't have to look like mine. It actually does not have to look like mine at all. Just do the best you can. Never give up. And the thing that that's fascinating is that a lot of kids that like to ask me, like, hey, how did you get so good at drawing? Not that I think I'm a great drawer, like the greatest drawer in the world, but like you get it. Well, like they ask me like, how do you work on your drawing? Like, how do you get good at it? And my answer to them all the time is draw. Just keep on drawing. Just practice. And I say don't compare your art to other people, but like you can absolutely be inspired by others. Like, I'm inspired by, who am I inspired by? I used to watch like a bunch of cartoons when I was little, and I think the cartoon that really, as a kid, that like really drew me in the art was there was this TV show called Dexter's Laboratory that was on Cartoon Network, and the artists on that show would do a bunch of other like cartoon shows like Johnny Bravo and Powerpuff Girls, and it was all these like 90s shows that you should definitely look up. I think his name is like Genndy Tartakovsky. I'm totally pronouncing his name wrong. And also, like, I used to watch like a bunch of like Japanese anime when I was growing up as a kid. So like Gundam, Dragon Ball Z, and all that kind of stuff. I loved those when I was little. And the art was always just very fascinating to me. I was like, I want to kind of try and draw like them. All right, so we got our apple. So far, I'm liking it so far. I like the green we did. I like how we kind of didn't like color it in. We're giving it that realistic kind of look, We're not making it like super, I said cartoony, but I guess it kind of does look pretty realistic. So, all right. So now, here. I need to plan for this a lot better. So here's all the greens. Sorry. We use the white later. But here's all the greens that we use so far. That we're going to use, sorry. And this is the green that I used just now, so I'm looking at all the degrees of green. I think I'm going to go for this next degree right here. Because this is a very light green. This is like dark green. Actually, no, hold on. And this is just green. And this, another dark green, but I don't know if it's exactly the same. Here, I think, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to kind of just mark right here. It's my reference point. And just kind of see which one I like better. And yeah, I'm totally, you can tell, I'm just kind of improvising this for sure. I probably should have planned for this better, but, I think I'm going to go for I'm going to go for this green for sure. So, all right. All right. I think what this is doing, this is giving this like a nice smooth texture. All right. So like I'm trying to stay true to my apple from my perspective. And so like I'm just going to try and make it look like light is kind of coming in this direction. You always got to do that. You always got to, like, make sure that light is always, you know, light is so difficult, very difficult, because, like, you have to, like, kind of make sure, kind of get an idea of, like, where it's coming from, and, you know, it's tricky. It's for sure tricky. And I'm just going to kind of leave this spot. I like it. If it doesn't make any sense, maybe I don't know. We'll see. I like these shiny areas. I don't want to, like, jeopardize them. All right. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it. I'm going to actually, like, now kind of go over the light green with this green now. I'm going to go over it very lightly, too. So I'm not pressing hard. I'm just kind of, like, going over it. By the way, apples are my favorite fruits. I used to like Red Delicious, but now, like, you know, I'm more of a Granny Smith kind of guy now. So, and these color pencils I'm using, they're not like, you don't have to go to Hobby Lobby or anything like that. I mean, they're like, if you bought them I probably bought them at Walmart. You don't, I'm a firm believer in the fact that you don't really need expensive equipment to, like, do some really good art. I mean, it probably helps to have better equipment, but, like, you know, especially now when we're kind of improvising and compromising a lot, you don't need to, like, I'm going to do a drawing where I'm going to use just crayons. Like the regular mail crayons that you buy at, you know, Walmart and stuff like that. That's definitely going to be happening for sure. All right, so far so good. I like what I'm seeing. So right now, that noise was all my colored pencils falling. Sorry about that. So what's happening right now is I really wanted a yellow, and my colored pencils do not have a yellow. So, no worries. Hold on. All my colored pencils fall in the trash. Well, my trash really isn't that dirty. It's just cans and whatnot, and, you know, drink a lot of sparkling water. So here, I'm going to put my colored pencils in a more convenient spot to where that doesn't happen again. Cool. So I'm going to use an orange. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make a yellow with the white. Just kind of combine it together. So I'm just going to kind of go over this spot right here. The reason I wanted to use yellow is because, well, you see a lot in apples to where, like, they have that kind of yellow spots, you know? And really, if you look at it, so right now I'm just kind of, like, going over the apple with, like, my orange, for sure. And then I'm just kind of going with the whites. So right now what I'm doing with the white is I'm actually kind of, like, the white blends everything, you know? And, like, staying true to my apple has, like, this... I mean, actually, really, when you look at it, it's hard to see. It's hard to see because of the light, but, like, you know, there's a spot right here that's not actually yellow. It's kind of orange, so, you know, really, I guess it really doesn't matter. And also, like, you know, I didn't have yellow, so I'm compromising. It's kind of how we all feel right now. Have to compromise for a lot of different things. A lot of people want to exercise at home. Are exercising at home and they're sad they can't go to the gym. Well, like, you know, do some push-ups. Push-ups are just as effective as bench presses. You just got to do different variations. Sorry, this is a drawing, not a workout video. So right now, I'm just kind of like, you know, I mean, at this point in time, if I'm going to do another video, I'm probably just going to do a blue apple. I know that doesn't exist, but I think that's just really cool. And I think that's kind of what we're doing at this point. We're just kind of making like an apple that has the most pristine green that I ever seen, you know? Or like, you know, has that like nice, gorgeous, like little blue textures, you know? So right now I'm just kind of like, I improvise a lot. So right now I'm just adding the orange constantly to it to just get that right orange that I really, really, really want. Well, this video has been 20 minutes so far. Sorry. I wonder if I can do a live drawing. I don't know. We'll have to see. So yeah, I'm still kind of just adding to it. And I actually might, you know what? I'm going to take my green I just had. Is it the green? Yes. So I'm just also going to add that to it as well. Don't know how successful this video is going to be, but trust me, the other ones were going to be better. So right now I kind of darken this light spot with my orange, and I think it looks pretty good. It's not a poison apple, by the way. Sorry, I made another Snow White reference. Well, another movie reference. This is my first Snow White reference. So right now, sorry, I should explain what I'm doing. I'm actually going to go over all the light green with my dark green. And the plan is we're going to go over this light areas lightly with the light green. I mean, right now, I'm just kind of like, I'm looking at it right now. I'm thinking, what should I add to it and stuff like that? And, you know, again, improvising. So right now, let's do that. Let's lightly go over with a light green. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Perfect. So far, I like it. I like it a lot. I like what I've done so far. Or no, what we've done so far. Again, if it's not looking like just like mine, do not give up. Finish it. That's another thing with art. If it's not turning out the way you want it, you still gotta finish it. And try again. You keep trying until you get it right. If you kids are really that bored at home, like this right here is great. Also writing as well. And I mean writing, like, write short stories, actually. I mean, get some stuff done, you know? I mean, right now we have all the time in the world. Let's use this time to our advantage. So I don't care if it doesn't look just like mine or doesn't look realistic or doesn't look the way you want it to look like, what you thought was in your head it was going to look like. I don't care. You got to finish. And also, get anything around in your house, like just any object, and just draw that object. And we're all thinking we want to draw like really cool, like I don't know, like superheroes or mechs or stuff like that. And you know, I might draw a superhero. That's a memory. But like what I'm trying to get at is if you really want to get good at drawing that, you have to get good at drawing real life. So right now what I've done is I added this kind of line, you know. Yeah, just kind of give it that nice little texture. Kind of drawing lines on the bottom to just kind of... Alright. There we go. I'm actually kind of having fun doing this. I was really nervous about doing these kind of videos, but like, you know, I'm actually kind of having fun. This is kind of fun. It's kind of fun talking. Talking and drawing at the same time. Again, if you really don't feel like I should use orange because of the tools that you have, you don't have to do that. You can do, you know, what you think is right. I like the orange because it just, to me, it just looks cool. Now, I'm just kind of drawing lines to look like it's descending, you know? I want to give that descending kind of feeling, you know? I'm going to use a lighter... I think right now what I have is I have a darker area over here, and I got the lighter area over here. So, here. And I'm not going to say even my apple is that perfect. It's probably not exactly what I want it to look like, but you know, I'm going to finish it anyway. I mean, yeah, I mean, this apple is not how exactly I wanted to turn out. Not exactly, but you know what? I'm going to make the best of what I got. Just finish it. Right now, I'm just kind of touching up on it. You know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and... Where's my eraser? Ooh. Oh, there it is. I lost my eraser for a second. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these. See what happens. I like that. Gosh, I feel like Fred Rogers right now. Should probably do an episode where, probably do one of these where I set up a 10 and I just fail miserably at it. Huh. Oh. So, Right now, my eraser can kind of erase some stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. All right, so trying to see. Trying to see what else I can do to it. You know what? Let's go ahead and do the shading. So, since light's coming in this direction, we're going to kind of there we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah. If you follow along with me for this long, I hope your apple turned out close enough to where you want it. Now, again, this is probably not the apple I was envisioning for sure. But you know, I want to get better at drawing apples for sure. So I'm just gonna finish it, make the best of any situation. Especially the situation we're in right now. We're making the best of it. We're learning. We're gonna improve. We're gonna get better at drawing. So when this is all over, we'll be better. It kind of fits the theme of what we're going for. There we go. All right, so I still kind of want to go over it. So right now I'm going to go ahead and use just the regular green. And if you're going to be asking, like, are you going to eat that green apple when you're done with this? Probably. Drawing makes me hungry. Yeah, I got all kinds of fruit because I love fruit. I love fruit. All right. I think right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be going over the darker areas with this light green. Well, not the darker areas, I'm sorry, the lighter areas. Because I want the degrees to match. Because right now, for me, what's going on is like the degrees aren't necessarily matching, so I wanted to make it look like that. Ooh, 33 minutes. Here, let's see what we can do. Let's try and make this go on for at least till we get 40 minutes. But seriously, I do feel like Mr. Rogers. I feel like I'm producing a TV show. I feel like Mr. Rogers and Bob Ross. If you don't know who those people are, you know, just look them up. He actually made a movie recently about Mr. Rogers. It was a good movie. Had Tom Hanks in it. I really like Tom Hanks. Okay. Now, the other thing I want to make sure of is when you're doing like drawing like, you know, any object, in my case an apple, make sure you're like looking straight down at your paper. Like don't have your paper kind of like this and draw, because when you kind of turn it over, your apple will look like it was stretched, if that makes any sense. I mean, right now, if you see, I got this kind of like, see, there's my apple. I got this kind of like inclined little like desk that I'm using. But you don't have to have that. I mean, if you can use, you know, just if you're on a desk right now, just kind of look straight down at it. I'm sure there's something you can do to make your area more inclined. All right. I'm going to go over in this little green right here. There we go. I'm making lines right now. I like to make my lines. All right. Let's go over these dark areas with the dark green. I'm going pretty hard on the dark green. And I know I said this before, but I'll say it again. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. I was kind of nervous about doing this because I don't like filming myself drawing. Makes me a little bit insecure, but like I feel like you gotta get over that part to like, and then you'll have fun with it. It's like a lesson in life. If there's anything that makes you nervous, just do it, get over that nervous part, and you'll eventually have fun and grow. All right, hold on. 36 minutes. All right, let's see if we can do this for 4 more minutes. See what we can get done. What I can get done. Sorry. Or you know, if you're still following along with me, if you haven't given up. If you haven't, thank you so much. You're amazing. You're awesome. Never give up. You decided to stick with me until the end. Is there a song called Stick With Me to the End? I think it was a good idea for my first video to do something simple. Not anything overcomplicated or anything like that. Just nice and simple. And I mean, right now I'm just kind of like really going over it with my crayons right now. So or not my crayons, my colored pencils. Sorry. I'm glad I'm doing this because, you know, these last few weeks I've been very, 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 very bored. So this would be really good for me and for you guys, and I hope you guys follow along. I hope we're all gonna be in this together. And again, 2 more minutes. If you guys, I'm gonna try and see if I can get suggestions because I would love to hear feedback from you guys and stuff like that. If you're critical on my Apple, by all means be critical. I'm down to be hearing like what I can improve on for sure. I mean, sure, I like to hear some people say, "Oh my God, you're a great artist," but you know, sometimes I kind of need a little bit of, you know, you should do this because this might make your Apple look a little bit better. I'm totally down for that. Because it's one thing to say you're so awesome, and it's, you know, it's okay to be a little bit honest. Is all I'm saying. Not too honest. Don't be mean about it though. Don't be rude. Don't be like you're terrible, because that's not good. In fact, if anything, we don't need that right now. We need positive energy. All right, I got 1 more minute left. I'm going to start. This is for 40 minutes. 40 minutes on 1 apple. Can't believe it. I'm just working on my shading. I mean, right now, I'm just seeing what I can get done in 40 minutes. I mean, yeah. Or really, specifically, in 30 seconds. And so right now, overall, I think it looked great. I think I'll probably do another one where I'll draw another apple for sure. But yeah, right now, I really enjoyed this experience. This was really fun. And 40 minutes is up. All right, so there's our apple. And hope you guys can see it. I hope yours turns out really well. And, you know, there's a way we can actually, like, post apples, like, on the LISD website or anything like that. I would love to see it. And, you know, we're going to definitely do more of this. So I hope you guys will, you know, tune in and stay tuned. And we're going to be doing a lot more of these kind of things. And I'm very much looking forward to it. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys again.